Are you serious? Are you serious, guys? We have terrible news. We have awful news coming out of Pakistan this morning. There's been a plane crash with 107 people on board, and we do not know what the total casualty count is, but it's very grim. It is very, very grim, and also this plane did crash in a residential neighborhood. Now, we don't know exactly what or how many people may have been killed in the neighborhood also with this crash, as this plane just exploded on the scene. Now, the pilot's saying that he had lost an engine as he was descending, and that was the final words he said. It's a terrible, terrible scene. It's in Pakistan, and our hearts are going out to the people there because it's an awful thing. I want to thank all of you for coming and being with me today, as this is a breaking news story taking place in Pakistan. And I've just got my first cup of coffee here this morning, and there's breaking news everywhere, and I got to try to get this a little bit more level, so bear with me just a moment. What in the world am I doing? Okay, and let me just grab some coffee, and let me put a shout out real fast to www.ratefamily.com. I have the complete story on the Pakistan crash. I'll give this to you in just a moment, but in these crazy days, and they really are, 2020, an unprecedented time, death in the family can be very hard, but unfortunately, we all have to deal with it sooner or later. And all of us leave behind final expenses such as funeral costs, medical bills, and other debts. In fact, the average funeral cost alone is between $8,000 and $9,000. Having no insurance when you die can leave your loved ones with a huge bill to deal with, and nobody wants that. So take control of your family's destiny today and have the satisfaction they'll be financially taken care of. Visit www.ratefamily.com and get a free quote. No waiting periods, 100% benefits. Even if you've been turned down before, they guarantee coverage for everybody, no matter the situation. Yes, that's true. Guarantee coverage for everybody, no matter the situation. Now, some members pay as low as $36 a month. It's all due to your income level. So check it out, folks. It's time to get some coverage at www.ratefamily.com. That's www.ratefamily.com. Or pick up the phone and call these real nice folks there at 855-919-RATE. That's 855-919-RATE. And tell them Pastor Paul Begley sent you. Well, here's the story from Pakistan. As I'm saying, it's a terrible thing. Pakistani officials have said that this jet crashed about 2 hours ago in the city of Karachi, Pakistan. There's been several videos now posted online, shows a fire and smoke on the ground, and several homes have reportedly been caught on fire as well. A spokesman for the country's flagship carrier, Pakistani International Airlines, told Reuters news agency that the flight Pkwy 8303 went down carrying 99 passengers and 8 crew members. However, a flight manifest seen by CBS News showed only 91 passengers on the plane. So there's a discrepancy again, how many people really were there. There is no immediate clarification from the officials on the discrepancy. So it could be 107 people or it could be 99 people. I have a feeling it's 107. There was no official word on the number of casualties, but Pakistan's leader has tweeted condolences to the families of the deceased. Karachi mayor was quoted by the Associated Press as telling reporters at the scene that all those who have been on board the jetliner have died in the crash. But officials with the national government said at least 2 people from the plane were believed to have survived. Now, I think that might have been, again, you have it's a fluid situation. It's probably 2 people that were in one of the homes that caught on fire from the plane crash that has survived. But some of the confusion was likely between casualties On the ground, it says, when the plane came down, it destroyed or heavily damaged 5 or 6 houses and those on board the aircraft. So we just don't know what the total death toll is going to be from this, because it did put 5, 6 houses crashed, hit by the plane and the fire. CBS News' Maria Usman said that the PIA Airbus A320 crashed into the neighborhood called Una Gardens, close to Karachi's airport. A source at the airport said that the pilot had informed the control tower that one of the plane's 2 engines had failed. The control tower told the pilot that 2 runways were clear for landing, but the air traffic control lost communication with the crew, and the plane crashed shortly after. Rescue efforts went underway, and officials at Pakistan's international ministry told CBS News those were survivors, but no numbers could be confirmed, and it was unclear whether he was referring to people who were on the ground that survived the plane crashing into their home, or was there 1 or 2 people actually from the plane. But a shared video online by Pakistani's GEO TV showed an emergency crew trying to reach the scene through rubble, with flames still visible in the background, while others showed huge clouds of black smoke billowing up between the tightly packed buildings in the residential neighborhoods. It's a very sad scene, guys. We just want to say we're very, very sad by this news coming out of Pakistan. And I'm sure it's still a very fluid situation. We'll find out more what the total death toll really ends up being. Now remember, Mike Around the World talked a lot about as we get closer to this debris cloud and debris and this fine dust, this red iron oxide with small pebbles and brimstone from space, as this is settling on Earth, that we will see planes falling out of the sky. And that's kind of interesting that we're now in a COVID pandemic where there's very few planes flying, way less planes flying than there was. And also, even during this campaign season, you know, the President of the United States, as well as Joe Biden, would be crisscrossing the country in rallies almost every day. Of course, that's not happening because of the coronavirus also. So, and then, you know, also a lot of the elitists, a lot of people that you would be normally seeing visible during this very volatile campaign season, you don't see anywhere. And, you know, sometimes you start to wondering about it. Why was all these underground cities built, underground bunkers? Is it for such a time as this? Is it because they're telling us maybe that there is shelter in place because of the pandemic? But could it also be because of just the timing coincidence that we have an incoming debris field that we've known about for many, many, many years? It's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. But I'll just say this, I have no idea. Coincidences do happen. Stranger things have happened. One thing's for sure, the Bible talks about a time of great chaos, a perilous time shall come. In the last days, perilous times shall come. And men will be in a state of confusion. Jesus said, when you see all kinds of commotions, be not terrified, okay? And there'll be strange signs and fearful sights in the heavens, okay? So, and oh, by the way, we do have another sign in the heavens coming, and that's Comet Swan is apparently going to become a pretty beautiful spectacle soon, so we'll be watching for that sign in the heavens. But there's a lot going on, guys, and we love everybody out there. Pray for the families. Really pray for the families in Pakistan for this tragedy that's happened. I want to thank all of you that are gathered with me live right now on the spot, as this is a breaking news story. We'll be back with more breaking news stories today as they develop. Certainly, it's a time of sadness and mourning in Pakistan. God bless all of you. Love all of you guys. We're 6 days away from Pentecost. 6 days away from Pentecost. And you know, it's amazing because God told me yesterday, Paul, 7 days till Pentecost, I want you to prepare the people for an opportunity to understand that I want to pour out a blessing. It doesn't matter what's going on around you, around everything else. It's what I want to do for them in this season. It's an appointed time. So check out that video from yesterday where Heidi comes and helps me and really does a great job help explaining that. I think it'd be a blessing to all of you. God bless you all. Are you serious? Be blessed and highly favored. And we will talk to you when we have another breaking story. God bless all of you.